Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Lumber Capital Log Yard. Today we have walnut logs on the deck, but we are not cutting these like normal. Today, John from Storybook is here and he needs these logs cut a very certain way that is kind of abnormal. Stay tuned to find out what that is. Let's get into the video.
Hey, we have John from Storybook Floors here today at the lumber mill, and the reason that we're doing a video today was I wanted to highlight just how special Storybook Floors is. It's about a 3-hour drive to get here, maybe a little more, give or take, and it's not often that a flooring company will come directly to the mill to work with the sawmill to get exactly what they want out of the logs. And we're doing a special run of logs today for Storybook, and the purpose that John is here is he has a very unique and critical floor that he's working on, and he has to get the right yield out of the logs. So I'm not your flooring guy, I'm your milling guy, and I thought this was sort of a special opportunity. So, do you want to talk about what we're doing?
Well, we're here today because, like Ken said, we're going to saw this walnut. Now, this job that we do, we only do special jobs. Like every job that we do is a custom job. We don't have like an exact product line. This is a very interesting job. It's 4,000 feet of a walnut herringbone, 75% of which has to have sap, and that is very contrary to the norm. When generally you saw a log of walnut, you want to avoid the sap or you steam it to negate the sap, but here we're going to develop a way to saw it where we can get the maximum amount of sappy boards out of these logs. And what makes this work is dealing with some place like Lumber Capital, because they can do this, they can do it any way that you want to do it, and they have the ability and knowledge to do that. And I might want to mention at this time too that we pride ourselves in being a green company. Every bit of fiber that will come from this walnut to these trees will be used for something. Nothing gets thrown away. And now you can couple that with the way Ken works in the woods, salvaging all the firewood. He has a significant firewood business, so when you cut a big tree, generally half of that tree remains in the woods. In this operation here, that's dragged out. Ken has bought special equipment for that, and it's turned into firewood. So when you combine the two green endeavors to do this, it makes a very, very green product. And we're happy to be here, happy to be doing this, and it's exciting. And even these walnut logs, they're basically, these walnut logs that we're sawing are salvaged logs. They came from bigger mills, they have metal in them, and so they just throw them out. Generally they'd be pushed over the bank probably, wouldn't you say?
I would say.
But these Ken's come up with ways that we can saw and work around them, and they get used and they live on.
Okay,
right?
yeah. And I don't know, I guess Em probably got a shot of the logs that we have here. I tried to lay out a whole buffet of different sizes to try and optimize every log that we have in inventory that we're going to cut. So we want to work on getting the sapwood out, so we have medium, small, and we have a great big log on there. And we have many pieces of scratch paper with a lot of drawings on them of how we want to do this. And the final outcome at this end has to be 5 inches. So that's going to be rather unique to do, but we have a technique that John developed, and we're going to see if we can employ it here today on the mill to get the yield that he needs for his flooring project, and we'll let you know how it goes. Thank you.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, it's time to begin milling this first walnut log. And what I'm going to try and do is just take off very small slabs, because most of the sapwood comes off with those slabs. Another thing is I'm not going to be taking off your typical 4 slabs. I'm going to be making kind of more of an octagon shape, because we're trying to maximize the sapwood. So let's get the mill fired up and begin. So the first log that we milled trying to use that system didn't work out too great, but that second log, or the much larger log, it actually worked out quite well doing it with that one. So in the end, I think it really just depends on what kind of log you have, what shape, what size. But I think that we did succeed in maximizing the sapwood for John and his flooring, and hopefully this next batch will do a lot better than the first batch we sent out, which didn't quite have enough for what he needed. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But other than that, we'll see you back here next time.